Здравейте, банда, и добре дошли на втория епизод от разиграването на Black Mirror 3. Изхвърлиха ни от замъка ни. Сега мисля, че можем вече... Добре, фар. Малко като Monkey Island.
Then let's see what Murray's got to say in his defense.
Дайте да отидем към хотела. Този хотел с Мъри.
Definitely not drinking water. Murray stating his patriotism. The old phony.
Добре. Не, тук няма нищо. Няма.
Mr. Michaels! Welcome back to Golden's Palace. We missed you here.
How's that? The last time we saw each other was Thursday, 3 weeks ago, when you threw me out
Hello,
of the
my
hotel.
friend.
Thrown out of the hotel? How did that happen then?
The thing with the sewers, the secret entrance in Angelina's room. That ring any bells?
Really? Oh yes, there was something. Ah, well, please excuse me. I did overreact a little. I hope you're not going to bear a grudge, though, Mr. Michaels. I'm very happy to make things up with you. You'll also understand that I couldn't hold your reservation for such a long period. Unfortunately, your room is occupied at the moment. But you can have another, a bigger, nicer one, for a small price, really. And for such a room, a ridiculously tiny price.
So you've remembered then. Very good. Then please go right back to the police and tell them that you know exactly where I was on the evening that Miss Valley was murdered.
Was that the same day? Are you sure? Now, it may well have been. I don't pay much attention to that kind of thing. Why should I? It's really nothing to do with me.
You two-faced snake! I insist you march down to the inspector and tell him you want to change your statement.
Mr. Michaels, you're free. I don't understand your problem.
I'm only out on bail.
Oh, my congratulations. I'm sure that wasn't cheap. However, in spite of that, I still don't see why I should get involved with things that don't concern me.
You can't be serious. Thanks to you, I've just spent the past 3 weeks sitting in a cell as an innocent man.
Mr. Michaels, I really am extremely sorry, but I can't fulfill your request. My own credibility would be on the line if I were to simply change my mind. Unless...
Unless what? Come on, spit it out and quit playing around, you pathetic little blackmailer. Otherwise, I promise you that the murder series will continue. Here and now.
Hey.
No. Admittedly, I'd be the last one who's standing in your way. But a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, isn't that so? All the same, I would like a photo of you. Nothing sensational. Maybe somewhere in the woods with a knife in your hand.
So they can send me straight into the madhouse. No way.
Okay, think about it. A watertight alibi for a tiny little amusing photo. It's not a bad exchange.
You are one nasty dirtbag, Murray. You know
Гаден
that?
мръсник.
I'll even give
Гаден.
you a camera to take it with.
Здрасти,
Nice
нещо
one.
добре дошла.
Yeah. Does it still work using a lever?
It's a collector's piece. One of the first instant film cameras on the European market. An SX-70. And still in great condition too. 15 years ago, a very well-groomed gentleman handed it over to me as a deposit in my pawn shop. He never picked it up again. So, you can say that I obtained it quite legitimately. And now, I entrust you with it.
Здрасти, ще
Pay
ме
attention,
разберете.
I'll tell you how it
Добре дошъл.
works.
That's okay. I'll work it out. if I choose to use it.
Apsolutno,
But that's
apsolutno.
not all. I've got another present for you. Here, a brand new rucksack. And free food and lodgings for as long as you wish, Mr. Michaels. Accept it as a peace offering
Yeah.
and reparations for the trouble with the statement.
You really are a few cards short of a full deck.
Mr. Michaels, wait!
What do you want now?
Forget the woods. In front of the castle would definitely have much more impact. The photo, I mean.
And people think I'm crazy.
Добре. Така ето сега да разгледаме всичко. Врата на офиса най-вероятно няма да може да
That's my
влезем
office. There's no...
към... Аха. Не, чакай малко. Има време. Чакай малко сега тук. Първо нека да видим... Добре.
A bowl of apples. Murray, my favorite hotelier. Obliging, helpful, polite, and always on the lookout to maximize his profits on the back of crime.
Мръсник. Гаден мръсник. Така.
A telephone.
Да, мога да звъня, ама сега няма нужда.
Hi, Murray.
the
Вижте.
esteemed Mr. Michaels.
Чакай,
You
има
know the
още да говорим с
inspector,
него.
Mr. Spooner?
Oh, yes, I certainly do. He was here twice. Took half the hotel apart. A terribly inconsiderate fellow. But good for business, too. How often, as a tourist, do you have the chance to see this kind of an investigation firsthand? Unfortunately, he confiscated all of your and Miss Angelina's personal effects. Means I can only display replicas in the museum.
Huh. What bad luck. So, anything exciting happen?
You mean, apart from Miss Valley's murder and the castle burning down and 3 people losing their lives? Well, the fair's finished. In its place, we now have a new exhibition in the Willow Creek Museum of Modern Murder. It's opening in a few days. Oh, you should definitely see that. It's worth it.
Oh, yeah. For you? Most definitely.
Абсолютно.
This photo of me that you've pictured.
Only a small favor. A tiny exertion on your part. Nothing huge. You just have to smear yourself with a little blood and swing a knife about. In a scary sort of way, of course.
Well, naturally. Oh, and best naked under a full moon by the lighthouse, yeah?
You're the pro. I trust your aesthetic sense completely.
Who's
Ужас.
guaranteeing that you won't immediately run to the cops with it?
And what would I get out of that? You're judging me completely wrongly. Anyway, anyone would see that it's completely staged. I don't want anything authentic, rather something somewhat stylized, like for a movie poster.
You want to make a poster out of it?
I'm thinking more of a life-sized cardboard figure for the hotel entrance. Well, if you wouldn't have anything against that.
Do what you want. Just make sure you change your statement at the police station.
Understood.
Добре.
But you know I had nothing to do with the fire, don't you?
Yes, well, according to the papers...
Yeah, the British tabloid press is world-renowned for its believability.
Well, of course, they don't always have the whole truth in there, but the headlines do help me to keep the hotel going.
In this case, at my expense. The woods around Willow Creek are pretty gloomy.
The woods are quite exceptional, I'll have you know. Full of ghosts and demons, if you like to believe the local folklore. The perfect backdrop for all of the grisly murders that have happened here and
Има сигурно пъзел
regrettably,
с
yet to come.
You can hardly wait, right?
I've lived
гората.
here long enough to know that patience is a virtue.
Why don't you go out and kill a few people yourself if you're so hot on it all?
I'm a businessman, not a murderer. A small but absolutely fine distinction, Mr. Michaels.
See you, Murray.
Back to work.
Добре. Какво има
A
тук, бе?
rucksack with a contorted image of my father's face on it. I'm not sure Murray's actually allowed to sell crap like this. Whatever, I'll sue him for that later. First of all, let's see what's inside.
Така. Нож намерихме. Единия.
Plastic soul key, check. Batteries, none. Murray tight ass, check. One of Murray's merchandise articles. A blood-splattered plastic knife. Great for Halloween, especially in combination with the Samuel Gordon mask.
Добре.
A lighter with Samuel's face on it. I could probably laugh about it if it wasn't my own father. Madame Fortuna's business card. You'll see your future, with a phone number. My hotel key. Wow, I've got room number 2 this time. Empty. I don't think I
Добре.
still need the rucksack. Empty. I don't think I still need the rucksack. I'll stash it in my hotel room while I'm at it.
Окей, значи иска да ходим в
I wouldn't know why
стаята.
I'd want to start a conversation with.
Добре. Стая 2. Така.
The room looks almost exactly the same as the other one I had 3 weeks ago. I bet
Да.
Murray got a discount on the interior decoration. While I'm here, I may as well put away the stuff I don't want to carry around with me.
Добре.
Views of Willow Creek. At least it's better than portraits of my... A couple of standard pictures from a catalog hanging on the otherwise bare wall.
Ah.
The only thing I brought with me from Boston? An antiquated thing for antiquated backsides.
Телевизор. О, я.
There's only atmospheric noise. You probably have to pay extra to get TV channels.
Сигурно.
They've covered up the ugly gray carpet with an even uglier beige carpet. Great idea. A couple of standard pictures.
Добре.
The floor plan of the hotel. All of the rooms are drawn on it. Huh, Murray's office is right next to my room. Back there's just a little sitting area. 2 armchairs.
Ага.
Lifted clean off its hinges. They were probably broken.
Аха, с тези не мога изобщо да комуникирам. Те са там като някакъв... Аха. Бекдроп. Добре, окей. Да, една от критиките, които забравих за Still Life 2 беше, че нали, въпреки, че те копират Inventory Management и там някакъв Basic Action, няма го това да изчезват нещата, които няма да ти трябват. И това е още по-дразнещо, нали? Сега сетих, че исках да го кажа, пък не го казах тогава.
What have we got here? Bloody greetings from the murder village.
Пък виж, този ги оставя нещата.
Hello and goodbye with the Gordons. Quite a one-sided selection of cards.
Абе, то просто се насъбраха на края на играта много бъгове, иначе не е чак дразнещо е за мен лично, ама не е чак толкова проблемно, ама не е имплементирано като хората, това е. Добре, тук е така.
Blackmere Castle in poster format. A big trolley for the masses of baggage the tourists that flock through here have with them. Murray always did have a bit of a tendency towards delusions of grandeur.
Така.
The Willow Creek Telegraph. The guests need to be kept up to date with what the murderer is up to.
Добре, нека да пробваме да звъннем на...
I don't want to call from here. Murray would be listening to him.
Да, добре. Значи на Мъри нещо ще му... измамно ще му кажем от тук да подслушва. Окей. Тук какво има? Иди. То не е... Да, то не е екшън, ами е само вю. Добре.
I don't want to disturb her.
Чакайте сега. Гошо избяга.
The North Sea. This is where England stops. Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end.
Пак толкова сега. Добре, сега...
A Polaroid camera. Murray gave it to me. My good old SLR sadly never made it out of the ruins.
What? Може би... тук е така.
A huge pile of I can consider my... The castle looks really threatening. Oh well, here goes nothing.
Не знам колко добра идея е това, но... Къде е хотела? Това е. Добре.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the...
So there, you've got your stupid photo. Happy?
Oh, I can hardly recognize a thing.
In
Гати
front of the
мръсника.
castle as agreed? Okay, off to the cops, Murray.
I'm sure you know how important my exonerating statement in the Valley murder case is.
Това просто е ужасен.
Okay, I'll take it.
First, go to the police station.
All right, then I'll go today. I'm an honorable businessman.
And I'm a possessed madman.
I suggest taking a rest in your room first, and then when you wake up, everything will have been sorted with the police.
Добре.
I really could use some sleep.
Добре, ами хайде тогава.
Huh. Someone shoved something under the door.
Нещо може ли да...
I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet yet, which is why I'm just gonna send you clues. If you want to take up my offer, then you'll find the first lead at your father's grave.
Добре.
Huh. That's a bit confusing. Who's this message from? Murray? He doesn't have an interest in proving my innocence. And anyway, he would just tell me himself. But who else knows I'm living here in the hotel? I need to follow this up carefully. And I ought to find out where the graveyard is around here.
Да, криминално стана. Добре, сега всъщност трябва да търсим гробището. Няма да се почуваме. Добре.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr. Michaels. What's on your mind?
Is this note here from you?
Pardon? No. I speak to my guests personally when I've got something for
Ясно.
them.
Добре. Ясно, че
Was
не
there
беше
anyone
той.
here asking for me earlier?
No, you're simply not well known enough. But that will soon change, believe me.
Така. Къде са гробището?
Murray, do you know where the local graveyard is?
A graveyard? Didn't you want to take a rest?
I'm not up for resting anymore.
I'm sure you can't mean the graveyard behind the hotel. It's being redone right now.
It's being what?
I've had it removed for the time being so I can relocate it in a sensational new setting. It means I can charge more for some of the rooms with views over the Gordon graveyard.
You've had the Gordon family graves leveled?
To be quite honest, there was only Lothar Gordon's grave there, the founder of the original sanatorium. The family crypt is in the churchyard at Wormhill.
Oh, right. In Warm Hill, then. See
Добре.
you, Murray.
Идеално.
To work?
Добре.
I wouldn't know why I'd want to start a conversation with that idiot.
Айде сега. Айде да ходим.
There are a few steps leading down behind the hotel.
Как да отидем към Вормхил? Сигурно тук така. Този е тук. Да не би от гората трябва да отида, най-вероятно. Тук е така черното огледало. Ето кръстопът гората. Хоп. Те.
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get...
Е. Красивитка е играта.
It's really overgrown back there. And foggy too.
Нищо, че са при рендър.
Undead ghouls suddenly started staggering about.
Точно е яко.
According to the map, this stream's called Old Wansford.
Не го пише. Вижте. Марката може би ще има Map and Travel. Добре. Тъпкам път.
Why should I go into the middle of the wood?
За да може да нахапи мечка. Добре, ето стигнахме. Така е, върни се.
This is where Miss Valley is buried, murdered by my cursed sister. Perhaps I should bring a few flowers the next time I visit. This pot looks like it's been pushed in. Wonder if it was a hearse driver with parking problems. Ancient. That's quite a recent grave. There are even a few flowers still lying on it. That's quite a recent grave. Warm Hill Church. 800 years old and no spire. Very unusual. A fortified tower with battlements. That might have been more essential than a bell tower. There might be bells behind the slats. In that case, they are small auxiliary bell towers. There are some phrases from the Bible engraved in this. Behold the Lamb of God that taketh away the sin of the world, says John 1 verse 29. For to me to live is Christ and to die is gain, says Philip, also 1 verse 21. For many are called but few are chosen. Matthew, blah blah blah. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid.
Трябва да ги ползваме тия цифри.
Psalms 118 verse 6.
Не ги запомни, явно ще трябва да се връщаме да ги...
There are some phrases behold for many.
Аха, добре. Добре.
Very inviting. They really make you want to kneel down and pray.
Okay.
A huge stained glass window for optimum illumination.
Okay.
These European churches really are impressive buildings. America was probably still India in the minds of a few sailors.
Америка не е била изобщо сетена. Към църквата на 800 години.
Who's that? That doesn't look like the priest.
Той умрял, бе.
Hey, You there.
Не умря.
Good morning.
What the? Oh, I'm sorry, lad. I must have nodded off.
In the
Huh.
confession box?
The bench has a cushion on it, at least.
You're not the priest, are you?
God forbid. I'm Mark, the grave digger.
Аха, добре, нека да разпитаме Марк всичко.
Do you know Wormhill well?
Of course, but it's just a few houses on the back of the woods. There's more life in here, I tell you. Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I'm just trying to get an idea of the place.
Looking around this graveyard will give you a better idea of the place. And should you want to reserve yourself a spot here, then let me know. I recommend the southern slope. That's the best location.
Thanks for the tip, but I'm in no hurry to die just yet.
But maybe death's in a hurry to come and get you.
Да. Нещата не са...
What is it you actually do all day?
Answer stupid questions.
I mean, digging graves can't be all you do.
Yeah, you're right, lad. I don't just dig. I repair things too, keep the church in order, guard the graves. And if you think that the weeds grow on their own around here, then think again. It ain't weeds and it don't grow on its own. But who's interested anyway?
What did you mean by that? You guard the graves?
Well, because of the clientele. So they don't get dug up by dogs and the like.
Which dogs?
Well, strays from around here. For them, a graveyard is like
An underground hot dog stand?
Yeah, exactly. With bloody tough sausages.
Ужас. Добре.
You must have a lot to do around here, being the grave digger.
Oh, that's right. My job here is quite secure.
Тук имат
Can you tell me
грешка
anything about
в
the church?
превода.
What do you mean then, lad? Who
Не
built
беше
it?
безопасен
It certainly wasn't
смисъл.
me, even if I might look that old. Must have been around the time Marcus Gordon was alive.
Че
You seen the dark part of the tower
ще
there?
запази работата.
Yes.
Или
He ran
позицията.
out of stone, and they say he took stones from his castle walls to finish it off. Demolished his own castle to finish the church.
A model Christian.
Perhaps his time was running out. Got himself buried in there in the end.
A crypt that's 100 feet tall with an altar and a bell tower, all for him alone. What a modest man.
Скромен наистина.
No, he treated himself to an extra crypt underneath the nave. But it caved in 12 years ago. Nobody can get in there anymore.
It's quite a woody area.
That's also supposed to be the reason it's such a bloody area.
The evil of the woods? People around
Абсолютно,
here read too
Queen, да.
many horror stories.
Or have experienced it themselves. Have you been in the woods here at night?
No.
They say there's plenty to see. Murderous lords of the castle, the undead, Mordred's voracious hellhounds. There are many stories about it. Probably as many stories as there are people here.
The woods around Willow Creek strike me as being particularly creepy.
Yes, and the number of wild boars in there is uncanny. I've known them to trample down my fences to get at the clientele. But I've got some crafty traps set up. I'm looking forward to having a roast. The priest gave his permission.
There's a fresh grave in front of the church.
And that'll be Sally's, the young cook from the castle. The poor thing was burned to death, just like old Bates. The fire didn't really make any difference.
Мамка му.
But Bates isn't here. Lady Victoria insisted on burying him in the Gordon Crypt, like a member of the family.
Име, да,
Just
нормално.
like Lady Eleanor, I assume.
Yes, there's still plenty of space in the crypt. Lots of the Gordons haven't been buried there.
Why not?
Well, there are just too many murderers and suicides. They're frowned upon in Catholic graveyards, particularly the ones who commit suicide.
Why? What happens to them?
Well, they're buried anonymously, without any religious ceremony, without the ringing of the bells, without any prayers, without a priest, nothing. They're all buried before sunrise, over by the north wall.
Isn't that what they used to do hundreds of years ago?
Perhaps where you come from. But we're in Warmill, the manor of Black Mirror Castle. Things are all a bit different around here, my lad.
You don't happen to know,
Музычка
being
много.
the gravedigger and all, where Samuel Gordon's grave is? He must have been buried in 1981.
That's a tough one, lad. So many people died here 12 years ago, good and evil alike, in the strangest of circumstances. I really can't remember who ended up where.
Добре, сега ще
You'd be
търсим.
better off talking to Father Frederick, the priest. Perhaps he
Добре.
can remember.
Къде е той?
Where would I find the priest then?
Today? Well, you won't find him at all. He left around midday. Some conference or other.
Добре,
Supposed to be
значи
back by noon tomorrow, though.
I'd better be going.
Keep your
Okay.
eyes peeled, lad.
Добре. Окей, нека тогава да разгледаме тук навсякъде останалите...
Late already?
Аха. Порта.
Locked. That's probably the priest's house back there.
Добре. Може би трябваше да ги проверя по-рано, ама толкова сме акъла. Добре. Не е по-крипи.
Gravestones without names. This certainly isn't a well-groomed graveyard. Most of the graves are overgrown with twining weeds and roots. Gravestones without names. The gravedigger mentioned something about wild boars rampaging around here, but they must have been really big specimens and damn wild too. And of all places, they chose to run wild here. Strange.
А. Така.
That's the Gordon family crypt. The musty skeletons of my ancestors are just behind this door. I'm not interested in paying them a family visit. That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in August 1981. No idea why he wasn't buried in the family crypt.
No.
That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in... The wall has collapsed right in the middle without having a demolition ball taken to it. Takes a few hundred years for that kind of thing to happen. Locked. That's probably the priest's house back there.
Mm-hmm. Дали мога да го питам сега още нещо?
I'll leave him. I'll leave him in peace for now.
Вижте.
This is where Miss Valley is buried. This is Sally's grave. Locked. That's probably the priest.
Добре де.
That's a lightning rod. The tower looks a bit singed. Maybe it was hit by lightning.
Maybe. Ама... Те казаха в гората да не ходя. Опа! Картата не работи. Не. Тук така. Отивай до новия, до пресния гроб. Стой на едно място, стига си ходил, бе!
Why should I go into the middle of the woods? Those must be wild boars. There's supposed to be plenty of them around here.
Тичаме, че да изядат.
Or demonic hellhounds, as they say in the local fables.
Гошо!
I better
Гошо,
get
вълк!
fast if I don't want to get mauled.
Виж го колко е зъл.
I can't keep this up for too long. How come I'm not waking up? This must just be a nightmare.
Добре. И сега?
Calm before the storm? I think I better wait until those beasts have lost their appetite.
Добре. Нека да направим едно бързо сейвче. Давай сега.
A box that's just rotten away.
Отворя.
Let's take a look then.
Дай да видим какво има вътре. Що има кутия, тя трябва да бъде отворена. Това е... It's the law.
Locked.
Locked. Не.
An old bucket. Oh, I hope that isn't the toilet. A
Петинар.
padlock of the really sturdy variety. A padlock of the really...
Добре.
That almost looks the same as the shredder in the museum.
Има нещо вътре, май.
There's something lying in it.
Ръка. Крак.
It's soft,
Коко.
damp, and cold. Yuck. No thanks. I don't really want to know what's died in there.
Вземи греблото и вземи нещото, бе. Кавал такъв. Дайде сай.
Rusty old garden implement.
Вземай го. То вече не е. Дай тук да видим.
Damn. Don't say somebody lives here.
Някога. Може би е живял тук някой. Но е хубаво да си имаш в гората такава колиба. Нещо лежи. Окей, рискуваме. Кутия.
Gotcha. A cardboard box. Somebody scribbled something on the lid.
Рут ли пише? Какво
Can't
пише?
decipher it. The word definitely begins with an R, though. Let's take a look inside.
Аха.
A
Интересно.
rag doll. Pretty ugly and worn out. I recognize it.
Пише
I've seen
Ралф
it before.
на куцета. О, боже,
It was
той е
Ralph's.
живял тук.
Yep, that's his doll. Mr. Bubby, or whatever he called it. Strange. How'd it get here? And why has Ralph left it? He never used to go anywhere without it. What else have we got?
Те лепенки, виждам ги
Luminous
там.
sticker with a smiley on it.
А
And
какво е?
a cork from a bottle. This
Huh.
must be Ralph's shack. Or his hideaway.
Ай, да. Добре.
A rag doll called Mr. Bubby, Ralph's best friend. One of those stickers that light up in the dark if you first expose them to enough light. Still smells. One of those stickers that light up in the dark if you first expose them to enough light. I guess that this must be a pretty valuable item to Ralph. I've got what I wanted. A couple of luminous smiley stickers. Whoever lives here must be scared of the dark.
Нормално, нали беше дете, мисля, че този. Или със съкъла на дете.
An oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. Maybe it still works.
Нямаме с какво да я запалим. Може би ще има
I'm
алкохол?
guessing that's paint thinners or gasoline for cleaning stuff.
Да.
Ugh, smells something like that at least.
Добре, има бензин.
An old tin can. The smell.
Хоп.
I think there's still enough oil in it. No need for a refill.
Окей. Ела.
A file. Huh. The escape tool of choice. In the.
Да.
I'd need years for that. I reckon the lock would grind through the file instead of the other way around.
Трябваше да опитам.
The floorboards here sure creak loudly. The floorboards here sure creak loudly. The file is worn down. At the very most, you could file your fingernails with it. Another door. Let's see now.
Капан?
Was kinda obvious. There's storage behind it for logs. It stretches right to the door. There's no getting through here. I can't get out of here. There's only timber back there.
Добре, тук... Маслената лампа, как да я
An
запалим?
oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. Maybe it's... Still smells of wine a little. Still smells of wine a little.
Добре, ако излезем...
What the? Looks as though the door's been bolted from the outside. But how can that be?
какво става? Духови ли, бе? Я, виж ти, Иванка.
Hell?
Коя е тя, бе?
Nothing more to see. Won't move an inch. The floorboards here sure creak. It's fastened shut. The floorboards here sure creak. An oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. Maybe it's still. I can't get out of here. There's only timber back there. The floorboards here. The file is worn down. At the very most, you could.
Съвсем забрах, че имаме запалка, бе.
Oh, that's better. I can see now.
Сигурно хората са крещяли в монитора. Запалката! Малумник! Запалката!
Peculiar shadow.
Ключ?
I think I know where that mysterious shadow's coming from.
Да.
Well, how about that? And so the key falls into my possession.
Добре.
Fits.
Понякога най-очевидните пъзели просто не веднага се решават. Случва се.
As I thought, full of junk.
Абе,
Let's have
индите.
a look.
Може пък да има нещо.
Damn. That looks like one of the robes and the masks from the order that was after me. But at the same time, it's also proof that the order existed. I'll take it with me.
Вземай. А. Ти гледай.
There's some paper in the robe.
Ah.
Seems to be a letter to the order. Quite badly torn. Unable to stop the evil, already sacrificed. His objective, or something happens to me. No trace is to be. I'm not completely certain, but it appears to be a request to cover up all traces of the order. That would explain why the robe is in the shack. I'll put it back. Perhaps I'll find something useful after all.
Тирбушон. Метър ли е това?
A yardstick. They look in reasonable shape. I'll
Ти
take
гледай какво стана, човек.
Whoa, a chainsaw. I've got a feeling that this baby's gonna come in handy.
Да. Добре, нека да заредим това. Така.
The tank's just about half full. I filled up the chainsaw, but the tank's lid is missing. I don't think it's a good idea to start it up as it is. All right, that ought to hold. Now we can get going.
Да.
The rotten board shouldn't be a problem for the saw.
but I ought to check what's underneath them first.
Hmm.
The floorboards here sure creak loudly. Huh. When the order dissolved itself, someone must have hidden their cowl here.
Ah,
Only question being, who? There's some paper in the robe. Seems to be a letter to the order. Unable to stop.
Добре,
Not
добре, добре,
completely
добре, добре.
certain, but that would explain why.
това вече го знаем.
All right, tanked up and ready for action. Now wait,
Добре.
a folding ruler. 1 or 2 sections are missing, but it still must be at least 1.5 meters long. One of those stickers that light up in the dark if you first expose them to enough light. A photo of me in front of the cat.
Нищо тук.
I can help you prove
Чакай, тук може да го сложа на светлината. Добре, дайте с метъра тук да преместим. Да преместим. Да премерим.
Interesting. There's at least 1/2 meter of space below the boards. The shack must have been built on stilts. The next
Good.
time I'm being pursued by hellhounds and hide in a shack, I'll look out for that as I go in.
Добре, давай. Дървосичи. Почвай да
I'll
режеш.
just cut myself a trapdoor in the floor. It can also be closed again in an emergency. Cool. I can sneak outside through the hole.
Ага, добре. Име?
Good. Let's try it. I'm better leaving the heavy junk here.
Аха, добре, ние копнем. Трябва... Добре, това ми харесва. Аха. Окей. Окей. Не ми изглежда да е залостена вратата.
No wild beasts for miles.
Как разбра?
Weird. No tracks. The beasties couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
О, наркотици. Опа!
No!
Идват, идват. Влизай отдолу. Аха. Окей. Chapter 1 is done. Добре. Много добре. Няма да видим. Да. Опа.
Describe what you saw.
I saw myself as a child. I was playing with my sister in the woods. It's not far away from the castle. I could see it behind the trees. There was a man there, too.
Could you make out who it is?
No, he had his back to me. But something very bad has happened.
What's happened?
My sister, she's fallen in a hole. She's screaming. What should I do?
Adrian, you're not there anymore. Remember what you did at the time.
I ran to the hole, and I don't know. I can't remember. You woke me up before I could help her.
I didn't wake you up, Adrian. You woke up of your own accord. It would appear everything in you is trying to fend off this memory. Seems you really want to suppress it.
Or I just can't remember.
The memory is still there. You just need to let it happen.
It's easy for you to say.
Perhaps you should tackle this memory in a conscious state. Try and find the place in the woods that you saw. You need an anchor in the present.
If you say so.
And with regards to the hallucinations, I've ordered a medication. It should help to suppress them.
Very good. I'll take it. At least you can rely on conventional medicine.
Please take this prescription and give it to a buyer in the shop. She'll give you the medication.
Oh,
Окей.
she's a pharmacist too?
In a little village like this, everyone has more than one role.
Не знае колко сме луд. Добре, окей, ами нека тук да запазим играта. Даже ще напишем чаптърто. Добре, и тук ще приключим това епизодче и ще се видим следващото. Така че на всички в YouTube, до нови срещи.